Hey guys, I'm Heintje, and in last week's video I didn't do the Dolomite trail in Metabief justice, so to correct that, in this video I'll be showing the trail in its entirety. So let's unpause and start the run. The start gate is a bit rough. Due to braking, the transition from wood to dirt gets rougher over time, followed up by a tiny drop. Now, the trail starts off pretty easy, great to get familiar with the conditions. Here we get the first jump, this one still being pretty small. Again, great to get into the swing of things, followed up by a bit of a hip jump. Here you have to know the direction to jump to, otherwise you might end up beside the trail. Now, before we get to the main jumps that makes this trail so great, we get a couple of berms. After this wooden feature, you'll enter a rock garden. Pretty rough, but not that hard. Only in order to clear the jump after, you're not allowed to touch the brakes in this rock garden. Next up is the biggest jump on the line, so still not touching the brakes in order to clear it. Even though it was kinda windy this day, I've never noticed it during any of my jumps. Here the guy in front of me did something I didn't expect. At first there was enough distance, but then he slowed down. I expect him to pull to the side, not to stop on the jump. But I could avoid him, so no big deal. Only this costed me the speed needed to fully clear the next jump. Again, not a big deal, since I still had too much speed for the drop after anyway. Now we're approaching the weirdest jump on the line. This one is in the corner, and over a rock garden. Cool if you clear it, a really hard landing if you just don't make it. Coming up are two wooden features, however, the coolest way is to jump from the straight one to the landing of the curved one. Check out last week's video to see some footage of that option. Followed up by a typical Dutch rock garden, where the challenge is to stay on the rocks. These two turns are the flow killers of the trail. I found no way to get through them without losing all my speed and flow. Then after a wooden bridge you get to the technical section of the trail, a bit more rocks, but most of all it feels a lot narrower. Here you have a small drop that you can send deep, but better land as soon as possible so you can set up for the next turn. Now you might think that the straight line past the tree would be the better option, but going right is so much smoother that I prefer that line. Trust me, this trail is so much rougher than it looks on the GoPro footage. Once you cross the road you enter a ski piste. Even without the snow and on a bike, this still feels like a ski piste. One more turn to slow you down a bit before you hit the fastest section of the trail. This part is just flat out. According to my Garmin, I reach speeds up to 70 km an hour. You then have to slow down for the upcoming step up. This one might be the hardest jump to nail. You land with so much speed on an almost flat corner. Next feature is a low speed drop. As you can see by the rider in front of me, the ride around is faster. But hey, even though I do have a timer, I'll ride for fun. Now entering another jump section. One jump I have to highlight is this triple. I did try to triple it, but that led to a bent bash guard. My best option was to double it and roll the last bit. I'm not sure where the trail officially ends, so I let the timer run till what I think would make a nice finish. However, from here it feels like you're on a connected trail to get back to the lift. That means I'm almost at the bottom and the end of this short video. I hope you like this kind of video. If not, don't worry, next week's video will be one in my usual style. Till then, have fun riding. Houdoe!